Good morning, everyone. Hey, Thomas, morning. Yo, Juan. Good morning to you. Happy Friday, everyone. What do you know? We got a little uptrend overnight. Nothing to the scale of yesterday, of course, but it's something. It is something. Is Apex rebranded to ATF? They have, yep. ATF.com is the new site. And Juan asking if there's any news today. Not really, nope. We're past all the scheduled economic releases. Let's see if there's any. I mean, NVIDIA is the big earnings the market was waiting for, and we saw how yesterday rallied off of that. There's a few companies reporting before the open today, but nothing, I would say, groundbreaking. Warner Brothers. I don't think they're gonna move the market. Northwest Natural. Yep, uptrends can last a long time. The key yesterday was right at the end of the stream. You heard me saying it was right around, where were we? Yeah, it was right around here. This is the key moment right here. all this was overnight action, right? Market opened here. We had a move up and we actually reached a new high. So this was the chance for the bears to get something going. VWAP was right around here, and right in here is when you knew, yep, this is going to be an uptrend today. Moved above VWAP, tested it again, made a new high. So right at that point, you knew, okay, there's really no chance for the bears today. And yeah, just kind of drifted higher all day. Unfortunately, it was kind of hard to find an entry into all that. As for today, we are right above that high. And not much movement overnight. It's a bit hard to trust that this short-term uptrend, if it breaks, will get a new high. Like right when we're testing this overnight high, I would more expect us to come down here. Yeah, I hear you, Sachs. Waiting on a pullback was the story of yesterday. It was hard later in the day because you felt like you were going to be chasing it, you know? That's great. I'm really glad to hear that, Sachs guy. It's a good step to be able to shut it down when you know that you're just gonna end up chasing something. Great progress. That should be counted as a win, my friend. I do like this move. I really want to see us stay above this previous high. Let's move that up to the actual level, right around there. Same on the NAS. I want us to get above yesterday's high there and actually hold it. Otherwise, it'll be kind of hard to trust a break of this channel, right? Like if we break this channel right now, it'll be hard to say, oh yeah, it's for sure gonna get a new high after coming right off of that resistance. So hopefully we can get a little bit higher before it pulls back. So yeah, with no news pending, with no real earnings to see today, market might settle in and just kind of consolidate. I'd be very surprised if it was a trend day in either direction. Like the most likely scenario is just chopping around. So hopefully I'm wrong. Would like to see a trend day, obviously. But we have to temper our expectations. That's one mistake I think new traders make a lot of, certainly made, is if you get like a awesome day one day, it's just a massive bullish trend day, and maybe you even made a bunch of money on it, entering the next day with that same mentality, like, oh man, it's going to be another banger, I'm going to make a bunch of money. That's not helpful, because you really need to be adaptive to what the market's actually doing. And most of the time, after a really big day, the market will not make another big day. It'll just consolidate or kind of range around. So have that in mind. Have that in mind. Not expecting a big rally today. Could it happen? Of course. Of course. And if it does, we will try to capitalize on it. But if not, then that's what we're expecting. There you go, Thomas. That is the key to trading. Be dead inside. No emotions. I mean, that is certainly the goal, right? To be able to execute very mechanically, not worry about wins, not worry about losses. Just execute your strategy, follow the edge, and let the cards fall where they may. Very difficult to do, though. And I don't think it's possible as a human to completely get rid of the emotions associated with winning and losing, but you get better and better about managing them, being responsive to them in the right way. All right, cool. I like this uptrend now. We're sufficiently above that, above yesterday's high. So if we get a pullback on this, I think I will have to take a chance. Don't overshoot though. Don't overshoot. Need it to stay right here in the channel. The Nasdaq appears to be overshooting. Son of a gun. Okay, not yet. We still have a chance. Go down now. Time to correct. Time to correct. If we get an overshoot, I will not be interested in buying anymore. Arthur, hopefully we will get that chance today to get you passing that eval. But if not, no worries. There will always be other opportunities. Hey, Bill, good morning. Thank you, by the way, to those of you who came into the stream and liked it right away. Really appreciate that support. Just helping that YouTube algorithm out every day is helps the channel. May not seem like a lot, but it is. To a small channel trying to make its way in the world. Well, thank you, everybody. Happy Friday, those of you who just coming in. Oh, really? That's crazy, Arthur. Well, maybe it'll work today. I don't know. If it doesn't work, you can always use save now, I believe is the general code. But thank you for the support. I appreciate you using mine. I bought a few, just a few. Hey, it's Zachi. Yeah, it's hard to buy just a few, right? Sale's so good. Why not, you know? It's a good time to load up. And you don't even have to trade all of them right away, right? You can get 20 a day and then just do work on them in 5 batch increments or something. Get them while they're on sale and then trade them whenever you want. All right, we got 5 minutes till the open. I don't think I'm on mute. Think everything is good sound-wise, Candlestick. Morning, by the way. Toad, what's up? Gregory, good morning. Shayak. Oh no, your power was out yesterday. Bummer. Bummer. Yeah, yesterday was a steady trend day all day. That's Tom. Doesn't want the channel to get big, so he's downvoting every day. Alright, alright. Fair enough. I honestly, you know, if the channel does get big, which I'm not assuming that it will be, I think I'm gonna miss the days when it was small. I could, the bigger you get, the more trolls are gonna come in, the more riffraff, if you will. So yeah, I think I'm gonna miss the small days for sure. Remember our names. I will. But I'm gonna be, you know, there's a lot of folks out there that don't care if there are trolls and stuff. Like I'm not gonna put up with that. I'm gonna be very free with muting people in the chat or having a moderator keep it legit, because I don't want just a mayhem in the chat. We got to keep it real, keep it chill, keep it supportive, keep it positive. If it's not, those people are going to be out. I don't even care. There is the opening bell. Oh shoot, I should be ready on this trade. If we get back to that EMA, I do like buying. Sorry about that, Candlestick. I think if you use their general code save now, you should be able to still get a discount. Shoot, we got a break of the little channel and it looks like it's already gonna make a new high. Son of a gun. Didn't give us an entry. I think it still looks good on the NAS. We'll camp there. Bought the top. Okay, market's going down then. Jeez Louise. Give us a pullback, why don't you? The greed in this market is just nuts. We do have quite the gap below us. This is a bit risky to chase the open like this. But this looks good. This looks good. Can't deny it. Welcome everyone, just popping in. We are hoping to get a trade here on a pullback. Market looks pretty good, pretty bullish. We do have a gap below us, so you know the chance of a reversal is definitely there, but gonna have to shoot my shot. Man, oh man, just not pulling back for us. Morning, Daryl. Morning, Nicholas. Everybody. Okay, maybe getting it on the Nasdaq. Or sorry, on the S&P. Looks like we might be pulling back here. This is a break of our channel now, so need to see it come back to the EMA. If it goes and makes a new high at this point, we'll have to reevaluate. Nasdaq making a new high again. Freaking A. It's running away from us. Come on, S&P. Let's go. J to the J. Good morning. Yeah, today wasn't, or yesterday was insane. As I was saying, though, we do need to be cautious. Typically, when you have a day like yesterday, the following day is not the same. It usually is a range. The market usually relaxes a little bit, so I would not get into crazy, like, hey, we just got to buy everything kind of mode. Because yeah, the likelihood that we're gonna have the same day is not there. No, don't make a new high. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Come back for us. Come back for us, please. Lisa. Nasdaq coming down. Already had a technical break and new high, but I still think the market can go up. So still looking for an entry. I'll probably be a little bit more selective here rather than just buying the EMA. I think we might get a bit more of a correction on the Nas. I don't know. And the ES still waiting for that little pullback. Just need it to come to the EMA there. Nothing like a little 2-point range, eh, Thomas? Okay, looks like we're filled on the Nasdaq. Already technically had a breaking new high, but we're gonna give her a go anyway. And since today could run, I might get my target out of the way. S&P continuing higher. See if we can get the Nasdaq on board. As I said, it was a little bit risky to buy this high, especially after a little break in new extreme. But yeah, risk I was willing to take. Small position size on here, so if we get stopped out, it's no big deal. Here we go. Let's get above that EMA Nasdaq. Yeah, the breaking new extreme is complete on the ES. So not easy to buy that anymore. Getting very close to that target. And that's when I'll move my stop up. Don't expect it to really continue all day, but it could, so I'm going to be open to that possibility. Come on, Nas, go up there. Let's go. There we go. Come on now. Well, I am behind a couple minutes just because of the YouTube delay candlestick. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. It'll be shocking if we don't make a new high here on the Nasdaq. Came this close. ES is right there. Just a couple ticks away. Does look like some sellers are coming in, so we'll see how strong they are here. Tom, sometimes I move it to break even. I'd say most of the time not, because I've seen time and time again it'll do something like this, chop around for a little while, and then just go to the target anyway. So I'm gonna leave it for now. I think we still have a pretty good chance of making a new high. And I don't want to get out just because it didn't hit my target. Nice, look at that bar. Heck yeah. I like that one. How's that look about it? Like it's gonna come stop us? Contemplating moving my stop under that swing, but I think we're gonna hold out. Again, this is a small position to begin with, so not worried about it. Nasdaq a lot weaker than the S&P. The S&P is still kind of grinding up here, still looking decent, but if the S&P starts to drop, this thing is really toast. we are done. We're donezo. So again, all good. Knew the risks, knew that it was a little bit dicey buying right after the open with potential new high already formed, but had to take the risk. So went in with a small position, and we'll make it back and then some on the next winner, so it's not a big deal. Waiting for a correction on the ES. We had a breaking new high of the uptrend, so we'll see what the sellers can do here, see if they have any juice, and maybe we'll be going for a gap fill. But if the bearish correction is weak and then we start heading up again, we'll need to look to re-enter. Let's mark our gap level. If we start headed down, oh, it's already marked. Hee hee. What do you know? Yeah, definitely possible to come down and fill that gap. Very rare for a gap not to be filled. And in fact, yesterday we have an unfilled gap, which really doesn't happen very often. So we have a lot of room to the downside to fill both of those. And at some point we will. At some point it's going to be a violent move down. Yes, able to get back above the EMA. Nasdaq very weak compared to the S&P. Can't even get above the EMA. Meanwhile, the ES is teasing on making a new high here. If the ES wasn't so bullish, I would think this would be a decent place to short the Nas. For a move down to this swing low, 18,102. S&P is too high to buy at this point. We need to see a correction, but if we can get down to the bottom of this little range, kind of like a buy there. Chop chop indeed, Nicholas. All the traders that are buying like crazy, expecting today to be like yesterday, are going to be in for some disappointment. So that Nasdaq short worked out nicely. Hard to pull the trigger with the ES threatening a new high, but there you go. Going for that gap fill. There we go. Gap is filled on the Nasdaq. A little bit of divergence in the indices. Gonna hold off here. Whoa, holy cow. Why am I in a position? What on earth? That was freaking weird. All of a sudden. Oh, I must have had a resting order from earlier. Holy cow. That was freaky. Nasdaq, big reversal here. Sellers came in hot. They did indeed. ES had that move down. See if it turns into a breakout pullback or if we launch higher. Possible breakout pullback here on the ES, could be headed lower. Hard with divergence, indeed, Toad. All right, Nasdaq has a little break new extreme. Unless we're playing a bigger channel. Which could be the case for sure. Could be the case. Big bounce on the Nasdaq. Look at that green bar. I don't think this bigger channel is going to be legit on the Nasdaq. It looks like might be in for a bounce here. Man, hard to tell what's going on here. The two indices are diverging a bit, and even individually, it's not super clear. Giving ES a wedgie, yep. Indeed does have that look, doesn't it? The longer that S&P can stay around this level, the more bullish that we're going to get. This really was a chance for sellers to show up. Nice move down, and we have so far not even been able to make a new low of that. So yeah, if we can hang out around here, even make some progress to the upside, definitely a bullish sign. Looks like the Nas is going to make a new high here. New relative high, I should say. But I think it's a bit of a coin flip at this point. Best just to wait and see what happens. See when something obvious comes up. 5-second rule. If the trade's not obvious in 5 seconds, get out of there. Plus, this could be a larger channel that we're expecting a new low of. Toad says, my wife and I share the same office space. She's chatting loud to her co-workers. It seems like a party I'm not invited to. Man, so sorry to hear that. I'll give her a party whoop. Whoop whoop! There you go, wife of Toad. We can have more fun than you over here, alright? Yes, sir, Thomas. Donate zone. Going down on the ES. If you want to donate some money to the markets, here's your entry. All donations accepted. Longs, shorts, doesn't matter. All are accepted at the donate zone. It's actually the donation piranha is what this is. Feed the donation piranha. Party of Joe's. You got it. You got it. Bring your saxophone. S&P is still looking quite bullish if we can hang around here. We're right at the VWAP. Sellers have had a chance to get something going. Nothing has happened. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Shayak. Red days happen, my friend. So if you know your system is profitable, you just gotta take it in stride and keep going. You would think, Toad, you'd think we got to test those highs. If we were to buy right here, we have a decent risk to reward. We could get our stop below that swing, so might be worth the risk. Yeah, it's a coin toss. Given the piranha, exactly. Given the piranha, something to avoid. Hoping for a setup. Hoping for a setup. We can always be hopeful, right? Hit that like button if you're also hoping for a setup. Encourage the market to do its thing. I haven't had any polls today. Gotta think of a good one. Will the piranha eat all of the retail traders? Ooh, that's a good one there, Thomas. Instead of clicking the buy and sell right now, while we're in the no trade zone, click that like button. It'll save you money. Beautiful. Couldn't have said it better myself. I wholeheartedly agree, Nicholas. In fact, I think that is a major key to profitability, is the skill of sitting things out and not chasing things. To be totally okay with watching the market and not acting upon it. So if any of you struggle with FOMO, if you jump into trades kind of impulsively, or you find yourself over trading, things like that, I would encourage you, as an exercise, pick a day in the market and decide not to trade it. But sit and watch the chart, watch everything that's happening, but determine beforehand that you will not take one single trade, no matter how good anything looks. And this would just be an exercise, right, in developing that muscle of being able to watch things go and not be affected by it. You should be able to watch the market all day without taking any trades and not feel anything, like not feel, oh man, I gotta get in that, or oh geez, I'm missing out. So yeah, if you can develop that skill, you're gonna be well on your way. And if you really need some encouragement, buy some super glue, put it on your hands, place hands on desk. That will for sure work. Totally sacks. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. If you feel like you missed out on yesterday, don't trade today like it was yesterday. Each day is new in the market, and it's very rare to have two back-to-back days like that are, a trend day all day. Don't assume. Don't trade what you want to see. Trade what you do see. Nasdaq kind of forming a little range down here. S&P is dancing around VWAP. VWAP is pretty much where the 21 EMA is, like right in here. So we're just kind of dancing around it. Yeah, the 5-second rule, whoever mentioned that, I can't remember either. Genius. Genius stuff. Something is not obvious to you in 5 seconds, don't even bother. Don't trade it. News. Exactly, Nicholas. But this is one of those days where I feel like you're gonna chop around like this, and all of a sudden something's gonna happen. There's gonna be an opportunity. You just don't want to be caught sleeping when it happens. This is the worst, says Toad, but that is making me want a German sausage. Not gonna lie to you. Okay, there's some movement downwards. Exactly, Sax guy. The market hasn't even been open for an hour yet, so there's still plenty of stuff. So plenty of time. The Nasdaq did end up getting a new low of that downtrend. There you go. Wider downtrend had a break. Now a new low. Maybe now we can bounce. See if the S&P wants a new low of that move down as well. Had a break, had an attempt. EMA is holding. Maybe we get a new low, maybe even a gap fill before we bounce back up. Hey, I'm gonna make an attempt at your name here. Liviu? Liviu? I am waiting for, first of all, a trend to happen. And then, yeah, I'm just looking for a trend continuation trade. So I don't really care if it's to the upside or the downside. That doesn't matter to me. But something like this, something like a confirmed channel where price is respecting the lows and the highs of the channel, something like this. And then if we get a little break out of that right here, I'd buy, looking for a new high of that trend. So that is all I'm looking for. Could happen to the downside too. Again, I don't really care. You know, you get something like this, all of a sudden market starts going down, respecting both sides of the channel. I'd be selling right here, targeting a new low. So that's really what I'm waiting for, or a super confirmed range with consistent highs and lows. We don't really have it right now. We had a nice little range here. But yeah, if we have a consistent range with where price is testing the lows and the highs, then I would try to buy the lows, sell the highs. And that is it in a nutshell. It kind of looks like we have a secondary range here. Prices are pretty much respecting these lows and these highs so far, but not something that I feel super confident in trading, because just a minute ago we had these lows and highs. So ay. Morning, Electrotrope. So right now we got the gap on the S&P is down below. So at this point we have lower highs, lower highs. I'm kind of expecting that to get filled. Yep. Gap down below. Traders are eyeing it now. Pretty good likelihood that we go test it. Alright, everyone give candlestick props. Props where props are deserved. This will be a defining moment here for the ES. We have that gap fill below. Got some downward sloping pressure here by the bears, so we'll see if we can get above this level and then make a higher low. I think we're gonna make a new high, and I might even trade that. But if we get rejected here and come down, I think we're likely gonna fill that gap. Nice, Tom. All right, S&P, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? New high or gap fill? What's it going to be? Matter of fact, let's do a poll. It's poll time. What happens first? Are we going to get a new high or a gap fill? You only got a brief amount of time because it's going to, you know, can't be answering when it's already happening. New high or gap fill, folks? What's it going to be? Oops, I was muted. I think one strong argument for that gap fill is how weak the Nasdaq is. Nasdaq is just consistently going down. I think if it was rallying or at least doing the same thing the S&P was doing, it'd be more of a chance for a new high. But yeah, Nasdaq is very weak. Okay, last chance to place your votes. Make your voice heard. New high, gap fill. What's going to happen? Let's see what the risk to reward right now is between those two options. Ooh. If you have a strong opinion, you could actually take a trade right here. You have a 1-to-1 risk of either one of those things happening. Watch, if we get a green candle, there's going to be more votes for a new high. All right. Polls ended. 69% say gap fill. Oh yeah, second entry short here is not a bad option. Not a bad option. I think it's a little bit more of a coin flip personally, so I'm gonna stay out. I think we can go either way, so not risking anything on that. The market has lost its mojo, indeed. needs to get its groove back. But this is exactly what I was saying earlier. Can't expect the market to be in a trend day 2 days in a row. It just doesn't work like that. Especially it's Friday, man. Asset managers, fund managers, they're not trying to do a lot on Friday. Yes, sir. If you can make it out of today without losing money, you're a winner. We're taking a small loss even. Uh-oh, bears. What's this candle? What do we got here? Haha. Man, we need to get out of this mess. Pretty untradeable in here. Sachi's getting in on those shorts. Wishing you the best. SPY is right at the VWAP. Just touched it on that top wick. Nasdaq dropping. Nasdaq dropping. Here we go, bears. What's up? Yeah, he did have a second entry short, for sure. Kind of a crappy, wide, nasty bear channel, though. You had to take it above the EMA as well. Oh baby, the chat's gonna be right if we can get down a little bit farther here. I would love to see this chat be a trade signal, not a fade signal. That would be awesome. Just a couple points away from that gap fill. Here's how I have Nasdaq drawn candlestick, looking kind of at this secondary channel. It's not great by any means, but it more or less explains the action. I think you could get something similar on the S&P. Later, Tsuzachi. Some sort of down channel working like that. Candlestick says I drew one straight channel from the high to the low and nipped off the big drop. Let's see. One straight channel. Nah, that doesn't fit very well. You want to really make sure that you have two swings. You start your channel off with two swings. There's no swings up here. You're just going, yeah, following nothing. Channels always form off two swings, so that's why, like, look right here. We had one swing, two swing, and that formed that channel, and that it ended up being legit. Move down, break, new low. You're looking for the secondary channel. You're trying to fit in as many touches as you can. That's really what you're looking for. So right here, you have 1, 2 touches. This stuff is kind of moving. Also look at the EMA. Notice how it's following the EMA. That's another clue. Your channels, if they're drawn really well, they will follow the EMA. And you'll notice that with these guys too. Look at this channel. The slope of the channel matches the slope of the EMA, and even this channel down, the slope of the channel matches the slope of the EMA. So that's when you know you're on the right track. You can see that on the ES too. This channel matches the slope of the EMA, flat EMA, so we have ranges, and then this channel matches the slope here. So that's looking pretty good. Yeah, that is the hard part about drawing channels. You don't want to draw what you want to see. You have to really try to take a look at, okay, what is price actually doing, and try to interpret that. So this is not a strong downtrend at all. And overall, you know, always zoom out. We're still quite bullish, right? Like, look at this action. Still very bullish. Keep that in mind. On the 10K chart, we have like a spike in a channel from yesterday that we were right on. And then the daily chart, of course, just made a new all-time high. This is very bullish action, so don't get suckered into thinking that like we're gonna have a massive reversal or something. This is we're in a bullish market. It's a bullish chart. We want to favor the long side if we can. Yeah, yesterday's high right below us. We made it this far. Very likely gonna fill that gap. So yeah, still a lot of opportunity for the market to go somewhere. So we just need to be patient today. I think there's going to be some trade setups as long as we're patient. And yeah, today is the last trading day that you can get 90% off Apex evals. So one day to pass still goes to Tuesday. So, you know, even if you load up on evals today, you can still pass them in one day on Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, the 90% off is only going to be good for until Sunday. So today is the last trading day that you can get 90% off. So keep that in mind if that is something you're planning. Hard to pass up on that sale. And also, you know, this is coming off the 100 million in payouts. That is why they're running the sale. I suspect it's going to be a while before they run something like this again. This is a major milestone. And they have been running those 90% off sales a lot more sparingly in the last like 6 months. So, it's not like the golden days where it's like 90% off every other week. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. So now is the time if you're wanting to. Okay, there's that gap fill. So let's see if we continue down. Again, that we have a big old gap from yesterday that never got filled. We'll see. I don't think the sellers have a lot of juice to get down there. We'll see. We'll see. Things could pick up, but to this point, the sellers have not been very strong. I think there's a lot of, I mean, I would be scared shorting at this level. You know what I mean? We just made a new all-time high. That's when sellers can get ruined. So we're going to need to see some more movement to the downside before sellers could start to get confident in shorting. It could be a snowball effect for sure. Back on that 10K chart. Again, from the action yesterday, we are just now breaking that spike in the channel. Yeah, so again, today is going to be a day about patience. If you want to call it early and head into the weekend, nothing wrong with that either, but I do think there will be an opportunity today. Movement has been pretty decent, and whether it's a new high or maybe like a bearish move to further get into the gap, I think there's some possibilities today, so don't lose heart, my friends. But with that, I am going to take off on the stream. We'll be active on the X platform today, though, and letting you know what I see. As always, it's been awesome, guys. Thanks for a wonderful week. It's been a really good one. Electro, yeah, I've considered doing some write-ups or making some videos for sure. So now that I'm full-time, I should have some more time for that kind of stuff. So hopefully we can get that going. Yeah, thanks all. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your trading day. And this weekend, last chance for 90% off. So if you're going to do it, now's the time. I will see you all on Monday morning. Take care, everyone.